Hi, I'm Mike and welcome to this week's video. So this week I have a 44-7 on Standoff, which isn't the greatest gameplay of mine, but in the second round I go 21-1, which again isn't the greatest score, but I do have in here my longest kill streak so far, which I think is an 18 kill streak. And I get the lodestar as well, so if you want to see a lodestar flying around for a little bit, I don't get many kills with it to be honest, but yeah, so stick around and watch the gameplay. So first thing I'd like to say is to all the people that came over from Mike versus Life, well, to the 3 people that came over, thanks a lot. Really good of you to do that, and I hope you enjoy the gameplays. So you see that guy there, count my tactical insertion, and if you count my tactical insertion, you get a little bit of this kind of action going on. Nice bit of a lightning strike. So when I got this lightning strike, I was so happy because boom! I thought that was a 6-man at the time. It was only a 5-man, but still, I think it's probably the first 5-man airstrike I've had so far. So what I was going to talk about this week was I was going to talk about montages and sort of my opinions on what I like to see personally in montages, which I think differs from what generally what people make and what other people must like to see, what I presume they like to see. But instead, I don't really feel like talking about that. So what I'm going to talk about is just having a break from the Xbox and things like that. So I got back on the Xbox yesterday, which was Saturday, but I hadn't actually, I don't think I turned it on in the last 2 weeks. I just really hadn't felt like it. I played a lot over Christmas and I just really did not fancy, just don't know why, I just didn't feel in the mood for Xbox. Obviously there would have been times when I could have jumped on, but I just didn't fancy it. At those times I just either went onto YouTube or watched a film or something. I don't actually watch TV just because I find TV boring, so I wouldn't have been watching TV, but I probably just went on YouTube or did something like that. But I think it was really good though. It was nice to have a break. It's nice just to have come back feeling fresh, because you can get really annoyed and frustrated like a lot of the times, or I can anyway, especially if I play Call of Duty a lot. So yeah, it's nice to have a little break. But what I would say is when I did come back yesterday, I had like an hour on COD 4, and then I spent the rest of the afternoon sort of a little bit on Assassin's Creed 3, and some of it or most of it on Black Ops 2. And after having like a 2-week break, coming back to Call of Duty was really difficult, really difficult. I just found myself getting really frustrated, really annoyed. I had to lower my sensitivity quite a bit, and I don't like doing that. I prefer to play on a higher sensitivity because you can obviously turn quicker, and I just feel better on a higher sensitivity. I know that pro players play on pretty much the lowest sensitivity, like a 1, 2 or 3, but I think that's great if you know exactly where to look every time you turn around a corner. But a player like me, I am not the greatest player, and I don't know where to look when I turn around the corner, so I rely on reactions. And also I don't have the best reactions, so I'm not even great in that respect. But yeah, so it's nice to play on a high sensitivity, so having to lower it is really like painful. It's like, oh no, I don't want to do that, but if it means that I'm going to be getting better scores and having a better game and generally more fun, then I will do that. I will lower it. But I eventually worked myself back up, and I'm not quite at the level that I was 2 weeks ago, but yeah, I definitely feel a lot happy about it. I'm glad I stuck it out as well, because when I first came back on, I did sort of think, oh, this game is so annoying, like Call of Duty in general. I thought, oh, it's so annoying, you die with some really bad things. Like, I found myself on a kill streak, quite a good kill streak, and the host would migrate. And in that process of it migrating, it lags for a few seconds, and you're skipping around, and you're shooting at people, and nothing's working. And then I died, and I remember it was on carrier, and I was on a really good kill streak. I was right in the spawn. I was on like a 12 kill streak or something, and I get absolutely dipped over by flipping host migration. And when it actually migrates and it starts back in the game, I've died and I've respawned, and you think, oh, for flip, and that is so annoying. And I could have easily turned off my Xbox then and said, that's it, I'm not playing anymore. But you just got to stick those things out, I think, and sort of stay with it. This bit here, what is this? Look, one guy, that should have been 2, and that should have been 3. I don't understand that at all. I still don't know how I did not get those guys. But didn't worry about it. Stayed here in the spawn, carried on absolutely raping them. And this is kind of what I do if I can. I like to stay in their spawn, keep moving, keep running around in circles, either in like a figure of 8 or not on the same loop if you can help it. Just keep running around in their spawn, and they don't really know where you're coming from. You get 1 or 2 players that will be looking out for you when they spawn, but as long as you keep it fresh, keep it moving, they won't know where you are. So this is sort of my best kill streak I've had so far in this game, and it ends up being an 18 kill streak. and unfortunately, I got really excited when I saw that 15 kill streak come up. It was the first time I'd had it, and it sort of gets me excited in a way, but I just start playing rubbish, and when I die, it's such a stupid death, all my own fault. For some reason, I switched to my secondary, which happens to be this Vector, with no ammo, knowing I've got no ammo, and I just die. But anyway, that's that. No point in dwelling on that. So what I thought I would talk about this week was obviously montages, and I've kind of changed my mind. Don't really feel like talking about that at the moment. And I have an idea of something I'd like to talk about perhaps next week, which is advice for school leavers, because I think this is obviously a perfect time of year to talk about it, and also have I think, quite good advice, quite a good opinion on what sort of school leavers should do, or not what they should do, but to help people make their decisions of what they should do. There you see, there's a 15 kill streak. So I think next week it will probably be advice for school leavers, or what I thought I might do is perhaps explain what I did, what happened to me, my sort of story since leaving school, because it might be interesting to some people, and I've had a bit of luck, oh, this here is so funny. This guy in the doorway, like, I spray him down, absolutely spray this guy, really bad accuracy, and then he gets absolutely effed up. Bang, you're down, mate. And this is it, look, switch to my secondary, no ammo, switch back, oh, too late. Really bad reactions there from me. Really awful game. So yeah, I think next week it'll probably be to do with leaving school, careers, that kind of thing, because hopefully somebody will watch this and hopefully it might help them with their decisions, So a quick word about the Lodestar while it's out is I just want to say that it's my favourite kill streak in the game. I really enjoy getting a Lodestar. It's not every game I get one, but when I do, it's generally a good game for me, obviously, because I think you have to sort of go on a 10 to 15 kill streak to get it, with a few flag caps, obviously. And it's just nice, isn't it? Nice flying around the map, absolutely raping these guys. You don't find lots of people shooting you down. Even on this game, though, I don't think anyone was shooting me down. I didn't get a lot of kills, but it's still really good fun just to fly around and look above the map. And I've only just found out, like this week, that you can toggle it and have, I think, thermal scope or something. And to be honest, I've had 2 or 3 Lodestars. I think I got 2 Lodestars yesterday, and I totally forgot that you could do that. So that sort of shows how much of a noob I am. I didn't even remember to do that, just to try it out. So there you go, 44-7 with pretty good second round for me. I hope you enjoyed the commentary, and there you go. Hopefully you'll come back next week for another commentary, and I expect it'll be about careers, advice, something like that. What I did, maybe. Who knows? If you've got any opinions or anything that you think I should talk about, then don't hesitate to comment below. So my name's Mike, thanks for watching.